Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're talking about developing regular meal times, making sure that we eat at consistent and regular times in order to support our digestive fire, or what we call the agni. In the reading for today, you probably noticed that I mentioned we can think of our agni as sort of like a campfire, and we have to feed it at regular intervals to keep it burning. So what happens to a campfire if you don't put any extra kindling or any extra wood on it for a long time? It burns out. What happens if you put too much on there? You smother it. And so we want to be consistent and regular with our eating and have set meal times to help keep the digestive fire burning at its strongest most consistently. And so today our practice is going to support sort of heating up this digestive fire, getting it going, and then maintaining its balance. So we'll be doing a lot of sort of forward folding, twisting type postures today to stimulate abdominal organs. We're going to get started on our hands and knees and press back into child's pose. Child's pose, of course, compresses the abdomen and starts to stimulate the organs of digestion. So I know everyone has a different kind of favorite variation of child's pose, and I do prefer for my own body to have the knees a little bit wider. But for today, keep the knees as close together as you comfortably can so that you really feel that compression in your abdomen. So I do need to have some space just to kind of let things settle in between the thighs, but I'm keeping them close enough together that on the right side of my abdomen and the left side of my abdomen, I can feel the thighs pressing in here. And just take a moment to settle into your breath with slow and steady inhales and exhales through the nose. And if Ujjayi breath is part of your practice, you can begin that deep sounding breath now. Take one more breath in and out here in child's pose. And then stretching the arms forward as you inhale, come up to a tabletop pose. On your exhale, tuck your tailbone round your spine, take your chin to your chest in the cat pose. And as you inhale, lift your tailbone, lift your chest in the cow pose. With your breath, cycle back and forth through your cat and your cow. Notice this gentle massage on your digestive organs. So the intestine gets stretched in the cow pose, gets compressed in the cat pose. Same with the stomach, the colon. We're just gently massaging by stretching and compressing. Good, take yourself up through about 2 more rounds of cat and cow. And then start to make your way back into a downward facing dog. We're just using downward facing dog as a transition. So once you've lifted your knees in downward facing dog, slowly walking your feet forward to meet your hands. As your feet come forward to meet your hands, inhale and extend your spine long, and then as you exhale, fold forward. We'll move into some sun salutations, which help to warm up the body and ignite this digestive fire. And the continuous flow or the continuous movement helps to encourage digestion to occur. So when you inhale, sweep your arms out and up overhead as you lift up. And exhale to release the hands together in front of the heart. On the breath in, reach the arms out and up. Exhale and flow forward. As you breathe in, lengthen your spine. And as you breathe out, plant your hands and walk your feet back to downward facing dog. Inhale to come forward to plank pose. Option 1, lower the knees as you exhale. On your inhale, lift the tailbone and the heart into cow pose. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale back to a neutral spine, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Exhale. On your breath in, look towards your hands, and as you exhale, step, hop, or walk feet forward to meet the hands. From here, inhale, lift and lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, fold forward. On your breath in, come all the way to stand, sweep the arms out and reach up. Exhale, hands come in front of the heart. Inhale to reach the arms out and up overhead. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, plant the hands, walk the feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank pose. You can continue with option 1, or for option 2, lower the knees. As you exhale, bend the elbows, lower the chest. Inhale into a low cobra. Tuck the toes under. As you exhale, press the seat back, and then inhale, lift the hips up, downward facing dog, everyone. Exhale. On your breath in, look to your hands. As you exhale, step, hop, or walk, feet come to the hands. Breathing in to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale and come all the way to stand. Reach the arms out and up. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale to reach the arms out and up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine. As you exhale, plant the hands, walk the feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees, repeat option 1, or lower the chest and chin to the floor. Inhale forward for low cobra. As you exhale, press the seat to the heels, and then inhale, lift the knees. Everyone in downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale to lift the gaze, look towards the hands, and exhale to step or walk the feet forward. As you breathe in, lengthen the spine, and then exhale and fold. On the breath in, come all the way to stand. Reach the arms out and up, and exhale, bring the hands together in front of the heart. As you inhale, take a wide step open on your mat so you're standing facing the long end of your mat. You might like to have a block handy if your arms are shorter and you don't quite reach the ground with your hands. And then as you inhale, sweep the arms out and up overhead. And on your breath out, fold forward, bringing your hands to the floor just underneath of your face so your thumbs touch beneath your nose. Press a little more weight into your left hand, bring your right hand to your waist as you inhale. On your breath out, twist to your right. So the standing twist just helps to stimulate and activate the abdominal organs and the organs of digestion. Breathe in and out. And take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, release your right hand back to the floor. Shift a little more weight into the right hand. Inhale the left hand to the waist. As you exhale, twist to the left. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. And as you exhale, release the twist. Bring both hands down to the floor. Inhale to separate the hands about shoulder distance apart. Lengthen the spine. Then as you exhale, toe heel your feet in just a little bit closer. You want to keep them a little bit wider than your hips width. Toes out, heels in for Malasana, lengthening the spine. As you exhale, bend the knees, lower down into your yogi squat. You can keep the hands on the ground for support or lift the hands in front of the heart. Breathe in. Malasana helps to stimulate what we call Apanavayu. This is the down and out movement of energy. It's responsible for things like elimination. So it helps to kind of relieve constipation, to get the digestive system flowing in its down and out manner. Take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, lower your hands to the floor and have a seat. Once you're seated, you can turn to face the front end of your mat. Rest with the soles of your feet on the floor, knees bent. Bring your hands behind your thighs. And then rock back just behind your sitting bones. As you inhale, lengthen the legs, reach the arms forward, and then slowly lower down so your shoulder blades are off the floor, but your low back is pressing into the floor. Navel draws back towards the spine. Breathe in. And breathe out, just igniting those abdominal muscles. Again, compressing the digestive organs. Take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, bring the right knee to the chest as you lower all the way down. Hug the right knee in as you inhale. And then as you exhale, switch sides. Left knee comes to the chest. Breathe in. And exhale, switch. Right knee to the chest, stretch the left leg long. Inhale. And exhale, switch. Left knee in, right leg long. We'll do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale. And exhale, switch. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring the right knee to meet the left. Hugging both knees in close, rock a little bit from side to side or take the knees around in circles. We'll come back to seated here. So if your spine is healthy and you like to rock up and down the length of your spine, you can rock up. Otherwise, roll to one side or the other and press yourself back up to seated. Once you're seated, we'll stretch the legs out long for Paschimottanasana. Here, if you'd like to have a blanket underneath of your hips for your seated poses, you can grab your blanket and slide it right underneath of you so the sitting bones are right on the edge of the blanket. With the hands next to the thighs, take a breath in, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, and as you exhale, begin to fold forward. So these forward folds like Paschimottanasana or even on the back with the knees in towards the chest, they massage the abdominal organs. They help to relieve things like bloating, gas or flatulence, and constipation. So they're really great in stimulating some movement in the digestive system. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, and then as you inhale, come all the way back up to seated. And then I'm going to turn to face towards you, but you can stay this long way on your mat. And then I won't be a mirror image of you, so we're all going to bring right knee into the chest, so you'll look opposite of me. Okay, right knee comes in towards the chest. Couple of options here for what we call Ardha Matsyendrasana or half Lord of the Fishes. You can slide that left leg over, step the right foot to the outside of the left leg. This is option number one. Option number two is to bend the left knee and bring the left heel to the outside of the right hip. Okay, so the legs are just a little more tied up and you have this left leg in a bit of an external rotation. You can do it with the leg straight or the knee bent. We're going to keep holding onto the right knee with the left hand. Take the right hand behind the hip. Extend it up through the crown of the head when you inhale, and when you exhale, twist to your right. Breathe in. And breathe out. Again, just getting that compressive, sort of ringing action in the organs of digestion, just helping to massage and stimulate movement in the abdomen. Take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, releasing the twist, turn forward. You can straighten that left leg back out if it's bent, uncross the legs, and then extend the right leg next to the left. As you inhale, pull the left knee to the chest. Slide the right leg over, step across. You can keep that right leg extended out in front of you or bend the right knee and bring the right heel to the outside of the left hip. Keeping the right hand on the shin, left hand goes behind the hip. As you breathe in, extend up through the crown of the head and exhale to twist to the left. Breathe in and out. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and release. As you turn forward, extend the right leg back out long. Uncross the legs. Stretch the left leg forward to meet the right. Then as you inhale, pull both knees to your chest. We're going to swing the feet off to the side and come around to hands and knees. Now you might like to have a blanket underneath of your knees. We're going to move into what's called Ustrasana, or the camel pose. This will be our final posture before Shavasana. So we've done a lot of compression and sort of wringing out of the digestive organs and of the intestines. With camel pose, we're just going to stretch them back out so things can move freely. Taking the hands behind the back, you can make a fist and place one fist on each side of your sacrum, or you can place flat palms on the back on each side of the sacrum. Or you can just bring your hands to your waist and squeeze your elbows together. We're not going for a super deep back bend here in camel pose, so we're not even going to reach down for the feet. You can have the tops of the feet on the floor or have the toes tucked under, whatever serves best your body. And then when you're ready, extend up through the crown of your head, and as you exhale, hips move forward as the chest presses up towards the ceiling. Take another breath in. And out. Feel that nice stretch through the abdominal organs. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. And out. And then as you inhale, lifting the torso upright. Swing the feet off to the side. As you exhale, come back down to seated. If you've been using a blanket, you can just roll that blanket up and use it as a prop underneath of your knees for Shavasana. If you don't like to have props for Shavasana, that's fine. Just slide it off to the side and then come to lying down on your back. Once you're all the way down on your back, we're going to squeeze all the muscles in your body as tight as you can. Make a fist with your foot, make a fist with your hand. Squeeze the biceps and the triceps, the forearms, the quads, the calves, the hamstrings. Especially squeeze your belly. Take a breath in, squeeze everything tight. And as you exhale, soften and release everything. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and release. Close the lips together. Soften the breath. We'll take a few moments to relax here in Shavasana. So we've done a lot of forward bending and twisting and stretching and compressing of the digestive organs to help stimulate digestion. But another really important factor in healthy digestion is reducing stress. So we'll spend a few minutes here resting in Shavasana, just letting go of anything that's been bothering you, fully releasing any muscle tension that you might be experiencing. Allow the breath to be soft but rhythmic. If you have time and you'd like to stay longer, please feel free to remain here in Shavasana. It's time for you to get on with the rest of your day. Begin to deepen your breath. Slowly move your fingers and your toes. And begin to hug your knees towards your chest. Rock a little bit from side to side or take the knees around in circles. And then you choose, roll to one side or the other, making a pillow with your arm or with your hands. And then using your hands to help press yourself all the way back up to seated. Fold the hands together in front of the heart, bowing the wisdom of the head towards the wisdom of the heart. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Namaste.